1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Hey, and welcome to another episode of We're Vancouver. Today, again, just to let you go over it, we're sampling local eateries as well as beers and stuff like that. Going to go over the panel real quick. My name's Sheldon. I'm the host. Work at Brewed around the corner. We got Jeremiah here.
Hi, I'm Jeremiah Lehman. I live about a mile from here, and I always find myself where Sheldon works, around the corner. Kick it over to the end to Johnny Driver.
Hey, I'm Johnny. It's great to be here. Love to be here. Love Vancouver. We're here at the Vancouver, or the Columbia Food Park here today, located right on, what is it?
7th and Main.
7th and Main.
Yep.
It's an old kind of bus station kind of deal,
Yeah.
and we have Slow Fox Chili is in here. It's just a great place to hang out and just, do our thing. So wanted to welcome you guys here. And I wanted to introduce our special guest today, Michael Walker from the VDA. Michael, tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do with the VDA and stuff.
Yeah, well, thank you, Johnny. I'm excited to be here. It's my first ever podcast, so it's an honor to be involved with We're Vancouver. The Vancouver's Downtown Association was established in 1989. We're a community development organization. The best way to frame it, we're a grassroots economic development organization that works to implement initiatives to support our broader downtown community. Really, anything that our downtown needs, we work to provide, whether that's direct grant assistance for programs or downtown beautification to increase the vitality of downtown. So we really work to improve downtown for visitors, work to create an attractive employment center for our large employers, but also work to improve the quality of life for our residents. So it's really three-pronged. We're volunteer ran. I'm the one paid staff person, and we work to make great things happen in downtown Vancouver.
I love it, and I love that you're such an advocate for the businesses and stuff around here. Tell us some of the stuff that the VDA has done. You talked about beautification and stuff of the downtown area, and we know that there's been ebbs and flows of beautification down here and stuff. But yeah, talk a little bit about that.
That's a great question, Johnny. So over the last 2 years or so, we've worked to install a variety of murals throughout downtown. We really are the primary public art organization in the community.
Right on. Cool.
So most of the public art you see in downtown Vancouver is a VDA-led project.
So you guys are the ones who would hire a local artist and go over the whole concept and do something, that we might see here behind us
Exactly. Right now. And at the end of the month, we should have a really cool mural on this frontage here, right next to the Columbia Food Park, where Slow Fox operates.
Right on.
But public art's really important with creating a sense of place, highlighting heritage and culture, and to also create a destination. So one of the really fun, vibrant ways that it's one of the most joyful opportunities that we have.
And there's so many things you guys are doing. I was walking to work yesterday and seeing that you were going around, checking around, and all the flower baskets that are being hanged up. They're just so beautiful, man.
Yeah.
And so it's just one of the things.
Another thing I love is the garbage cans, because we had those old. And there's still a few of them.
There's a few
right over here. We got one of these.
Just like ugly concrete garbage cans, but the VDA has stepped up and
it's got kind of a
installed
cool,
these
modern, streamlined,
very
little
RDD2
look
looking.
to it.
Yeah,
absolutely.
So, but outside of public art, so amenities and just a variety of installations like banners, flower baskets. Those are all great points as well.
Yeah,
that's
We'll
awesome.
get more into some stuff, but what do you think, Sheldon? What should we?
I think we should just go ahead and try out these beers, man. That's what we're here for, right? And this food, great food. You guys pick.
Yeah, and we'll talk more about Slow Fox as we're trying them. But
let's start with this one. What do we got? What do we got in the cup there, Sheldon?
So we got the three-way IPA from Fort George Brewery. So each year, if you guys are familiar with Fort George, they do a three-way IPA collaboration. And so it's going to be two other brewers that are going to call in, and they're going to do a collab on this beer. And it's different each year with the two breweries they select. Now, Fort George is always going to be a part of it, have their hand in it.
Yeah.
So without further ado, let's.
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, what's the other two breweries?
It looks like
on
it's
there?
it's Moonraker Brewing and Varietal Beer Company.
Yep.
And I got to be honest,
I'm unfamiliar, but
I am not familiar with them.
Yeah.
However, let's see what we got here.
Fort George's got their reputation, so I know if they're bringing in these breweries, they're going to be good breweries.
Oh, that's a really good beer.
It's very, very juicy and fruity.
Refreshing.
It is. I'm not a big fan of the hazy IPAs and that whole thing, but this doesn't have like the lactic acid and some of
Right.
that
What are we saying
heavier.
here?
heavier
You're
thing.
absolutely right.
Ooh,
It feels pretty high alcohol.
it,
What is it?
well, you know, for me, it doesn't. It's
7.3.
7.3. That's actually very surprising.
Yeah, I agree on
It does
that.
it. It's
that we did.
this is refreshing and nice, but this is one of those things that a 6-pack of these by the pool could go.
Dangerously
The
wrong.
wrong way.
Dangerously
they
wrong.
go the wrong way
right there.
real quick.
Because it just goes down
No
so
diving.
smooth.
I'll tell you what, I've tried the 3-way IPA every year because they, like you said, they come out
Right.
every summer.
Yeah.
There's a different collaboration that Fort George does, and this one has to be one of my favorites for sure. And where do we pick this up? I think we picked this can up from Tap Union.
This is from
Yep.
Tap Union. It's
Yeah.
a good point to make. If anybody out there needs to find themselves a can of basically any beer produced within the Pacific Northwest,
Amen. And a
in
ton
downtown
of taps.
Vancouver,
And then
Tap
their
Union's
growler
there.
fills
And
are
you-
just
growler
delicious.
fills are fantastic.
$9.
How many taps do you think they got running at a time? 10,
I don't
12?
know. Oh, way more than that, yeah.
13,
yeah.
15 range?
I'd say 15 to 20. I mean,
Really? I don't-
Chris,
We're all big
wow.
fans of Tap Union.
Tap Union.
they have ciders, they have beers, they have all kinds of beers, you know, no matter what you're... And
Wonderful
their
people.
patio space is amazing. And if you're a board game player or whatever, their upstairs space is great to
great.
just chill out.
Great place to
Air
just
social
hang out
space.
and do
Yeah,
some
very
studying.
Yeah, oh yeah. for
What do you
sure.
think? Are you a beer drinker, Michael?
I am, and this is delicious. It's very fair and balanced. I think it's perfect, to be
Yeah.
quite frank.
Yeah, I agree.
I think
this
that
is
for
The fruity
the
tones are
not
pretty
everyday
remarkable.
IPA drinker, this is a really nice transition in because it's not a punch you in the face hoppiness that a lot of the
Yeah.
IPA drinkers want.
My mom would drink this.
I agree, yeah.
That's-
yeah, my
yeah,
mom would
yeah.
like it.
Right?
All right.
This is
It's kind
great.
of funny how it works out like that, but
Yeah.
you know, there was such like a movement towards hazy IPAs for a long time that
Yeah.
I almost got burnt out on them.
Definitely.
And
Oh, I
now
never liked 'em.
there's like this second, I guess like a second, I don't even know what to call it, revitalization of hazy IPAs, and they're so good.
It's like they corrected themselves.
I-
from-
they
Right.
corrected
I
themselves.
actually
Renaissance.
talked to a brewer about this, and the reason the hazies were so trending there for a while is because, like this, it's not hoppy, it's juicy and stuff. So IPA drinkers or people that want to enjoy IPAs, it's easy for them to transition into.
I'll tell you what.
He
I'm
also
gonna
told
finish
me
this.
that there's an easy way to do it and there's a hard way to do
Right.
it. Easy way of doing is throwing everything in the Boilermaker and having it ferment to the same temperature.
Okay.
And then there's the harder way, which is adding ingredients, at different temperatures and whole different process. It honestly goes over my head, but it made sense
That's
at the time
interesting.
being,
And where is this beer produced?
Astoria.
Astoria.
Yep.
Very cool.
This is from Astoria, yeah.
Fort
Great,
George,
um,
lovely venue. If anybody makes a chance out there, I
Yes.
just
Would
spent some
recommend.
time out there with
It's
my
an
kid.
hour drive, and
It's
and
easy.
I love
right
Astoria.
there. Oh,
Take
it's
30
beautiful
all the
town.
way up and down.
So
if you
many
got the
movies
time.
have been produced there, and like it's such a cool place to walk in. Their downtown area is
The
awesome.
Goonies, right? Wasn't the Goonies?
Goonies,
there? Yeah,
first and foremost.
classic
Goonies,
right
a
there.
lot of Kindergarten Cop.
Goonies
Really?
never say die.
Yeah.
I'm going to defer to you on any movie trivia.
Oh yeah.
What do we got
There's-
here for food, y'all?
Jeez.
Where do we start?
Let's talk about Slow Fox a little bit. Slow Fox is all around chili place.
Yeah.
But they do everything kind of around the chili kind of bubble. So they do
Get it. I
ribs.
know you wanna.
They do
You gotta
chili.
try
They
it.
do grilled cheese. They do. For me, I think it's one of the best restaurants in Vancouver, and it's a
Definitely.
window. And they have the whole Vancouver food park. Like, you can't see behind the camera, but it's super busy right now. Like people are just getting like how good it is. But they're amazing. They're celebrating their 2-year. I think it's their 2-year anniversary on
believe
Monday,
so.
right?
Yep.
So definitely come down to Columbia Food Park. Get yourself some Slow Fox. They do to-go orders. They do for here orders, and their chili is just phenomenal. They make everything in-house by hand. Like put a lot of, and their specials menu is literally almost longer than their regular menu. So you can always find something.
Their chili mac is amazing. I won't be nibbling today because I am on a diet, but this special right here is making me want to break myself, and it's really
It looks
tough.
delicious.
I just realized I'm
It-
probably
it's-
just like
yeah,
crunching
yeah,
this thing into the
And
microphone.
and you're kind of
but,
making
I am. I'm making the.
Yeah, that's,
This is delicious.
It looks so.
So
good.
this was.
Look at this. This
Swiss?
is
This
crazy.
was
You got-
Swiss cheddar and Colby Jack.
Yep.
With fresh heirloom tomatoes
And some bacon.
thick, nice, like tender bacon. This is
Makes life worth living.
Oh my goodness.
this is really yeah.
Oh no.
They are
oh,
now
no,
making
no.
the noises that I was just making.
Oh no.
This
no,
is like
no.
a yeah.
Oh no.
Yeah.
You're on a diet?
I am.
This is like something
Well, that
I
brings
dream
us to
about.
the veggie chili.
This is perfect.
Not too much cheese,
It's like
but
the
enough
perfect
to
amount.
salivate all over
Right.
the place.
It's 90 degrees out here today, and I'm still enjoying a grilled cheese sandwich with
Amen.
bacon.
That's
Yeah.
that's a good way to state it.
Slow Fox also has a great pulled pork sandwich.
Oh yeah.
Delicious.
Their meatloaf sandwich as well.
Delicious. You really can't beat it.
I haven't tried much here. Though.
Yeah.
I haven't tried anything yet.
Yeah.
Their salads are great too, by the way.
Yeah.
Sounds great.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Well, while you guys are chomping down, I'm going to pass down our next course in the beverage department.
And Jeremiah, I had the great opportunity to watch you last night playing out at Brick House.
You know,
And-
I was very glad to see you there, along with a bunch of other people. Yes.
Yeah, it was a big crowd. You had
It was
people
pretty
dancing
fun.
up front and stuff.
Yeah, it was pretty fun.
If you've never heard Jeremiah's music, tell us about a little bit about your music and then where people can see you live.
Well, I don't play a lot of shows, and everybody's just kind of getting back into the swing of things, right? COVID being not really far from our memory or kind. So I play, I guess, blues, singer-songwriter, acoustic guitar stuff, and I sing. And I had the great opportunity to play at Brick House last night. I plan to play there once a month, usually the last Thursday of the month.
Last Thursday of the month.
And and it was
Put it on your
it was a
calendar.
lot of fun to have live music back in downtown Vancouver and to be a part of it. And I'm certainly by far not the only person out there doing this stuff. So if you get a chance to go support live music, I say go for it.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Amen. And it was
Amen to
an
that.
amazing time.
It was fun.
I really loved it.
All right.
So tell us about this next.
Yeah, what we got there,
We
Shel?
got the Locust Cider. This is just seasonal. It's a watermelon hard cider.
Oh, this is the one that Gemma was talking about in the last podcast.
She was
Oh,
mentioning
okay.
this one. 5%. I mean, I want to try
See,
it. I'm
Michael's
excited.
involved. He knows what we were talking about
Yeah.
in the last podcast. He
Yeah.
was behind the scenes.
Yeah,
and,
you lost me at watermelon. It sounds
Yeah,
very.
it sounds amazing.
Yeah.
No, cider versus beer. We are missing Mackenzie. We hope to have her back as soon as possible.
This is our cider
But
professional.
But that's
so
our house.
She's on a work mission right now, and we
Yeah.
have to respect that.
It always happens.
I told her that she should quit her job.
I
but,
called her boss,
you know, it wasn't
and
enough.
it didn't go well.
Yeah.
Hopefully she can get a hold of one of these before they're gone for the season.
Yeah, exactly.
This is
All
great.
right, let's try it
Smells
out.
great.
Oh, I already tried it. It's great. Sorry, boys. I didn't.
Oh no, you're good.
What the
Okay,
heck?
hold on.
That is really,
Wow.
really great.
Yeah.
It's got a lot of watermelon, but it's not overpowering watermelon. This
No,
is like the
it's like the perfect balance.
it's the perfect balance. It's like a
It finishes apple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
It's delicious.
It's really good because I wouldn't think apple and watermelon go together, but they do really well.
I guess
Yeah.
so. I mean, Johnny, you're from the Midwest. You've had every kind of like
Yeah.
fruit salad.
Oh, there's
fucking
Johnny
mixed
apple
dish.
trees everywhere.
So wait,
We got
did
four
you
in our
ever have
backyard.
you ever have chopped apples and watermelon? I can't think of a time in the South that we did. You got your Waldorf salad, it's got apples in it. You got just like fruit salad, grapes.
When I'm at a barbecue and I'm throwing everything on the plate together,
Uh-huh.
yeah, I eat everything together. But
But that's the only reason you'd have apples and watermelon.
I don't think I've ever
In
had
the
a
same
dish
bite.
in the same.
Split ribs? Yeah. Oh, yeah. Somebody's got to try those for me, please.
The ribs?
Yes, please.
With
Johnny?
the strawberry habanero sauce on it, correct?
That sounds pretty good.
Come
the
on.
seasonal
come
sauce.
on.
Michael,
Somebody get-
as our guest, please
Come on, let's
break the ice for us
vicariously
and get in
through-
there.
Someone's gonna have to rip those
Oh,
apart.
let me.
so-
Oh, come on.
You seem the
Our
like
guest is gonna do
nattiest
it.
and cleanest of this bunch.
I
so
did sanitize my hands.
Excellent. Let's do,
So I am ready to go.
Yeah, we are
Okay,
all
so
sanitized.
A little messy. Should I pass this?
Thanks. Yeah, pass it.
Yeah,
Take it
I
down.
guess you should.
Throw 'em a
There we
hawk
go.
there.
We're cavemen here.
We're cavemen.
This
This is
we're
the
gonna
kind of
do it.
community we support here.
Come on, these are ribs, okay? What do
Yeah.
you want us to fork and knife it? Like, that's.
Jeremiah, tell us about these ribs that we're trying.
Yeah.
Oh, these are really good.
These are really good.
Let me hear about that sauce.
These,
Let me hear about that.
So these are rubbed with ricotta,
yeah.
which is a nice spice blend,
Yep.
and definitely slow cooked. And you can tell the way that they pull.
They fall apart.
You can tell
If
the
you guys will look
juiciness
at
on
this
there.
Fall
This is
right off the
fantastic.
bone. Oh.
That's what they look like, and they fall right off the bone. They're perfect.
These are done very well. I really like the sauce though.
Those are insane.
Oh no, you guys are killing. I got extra.
You know
now.
what's
Come on,
also
that's
great?
straight
Help
protein,
yourself. It's just,
bro.
it's
No,
just a
you-
little protein.
I
Just a little
had,
protein.
I had 3 cheat days last week, you guys, and red meat is
Okay,
not
no,
on
I
the
support
menu.
you.
Okay.
This is
Thank you.
the other white meat.
Yeah,
Oh, it is it? Oh, thanks, guys.
so you
No,
know.
It's great.
You know what's also great about Slow Fox, and not only they have this amazing menu, but their prices are really
Very
competitive, reasonable.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
true.
very, very good.
As
For
we
being-
get more upscale down here, that is a.
For being so fresh and like how they make everything every day.
The fun
Right.
thing, like you said, is these specials, man. Like you pop by and you're like, I don't know what I really want today. Let's see what they got on their special board. Come
Yeah.
by and they got this chicken salad sandwich. It was phenomenal, and I've been coming back every day, almost looking for it. And I think I missed it out a
Right.
couple times, but gosh, their specials. It's just so fun. The menu is constantly fresh. So
They've got good support here, right? I mean, you can tell that their product speaks to a lot of people. They've managed to keep afloat in this location.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I can see why, man. This
I
is
love this little
really
spot
good.
too. I'd love if more little food trucks came about here because
Yeah.
it would be such a fun little community spot here. This would be popping. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's in the perfect place at the perfect time. There's a lot of vibrancy happening right down the street with new businesses coming online. VDA is doing an overhead decorative lighting project right down here on the 600 block, coming on probably in the fall period.
Oh, that's gonna be fun.
So that's
What's
really
that?
exciting.
What does that look like?
It's basically from the start of where Brood is located up to Lucky Loan's location. We're doing overhead decorative lighting to kind of create an
Oh, awesome.
entertainment district.
Kind of like
Yeah, you're
back
right.
and
Cool.
forth and kind of like the little
Exactly.
canteen lights.
We do hope that they're color changing. So for like St. Patrick's Day, we'll turn them green.
Oh,
4th of July, red, white,
yeah,
and blue.
dude. I
Christmas.
love that.
Those are the
That's so
kind
much
of little
fun.
nuanced additions that really make a neighborhood. You
It
know
does.
what I'm saying?
It definitely does.
Those things really contribute. So.
And I'll tell you what, being so historic down here and
Yeah.
having this new waterfront, I'm seeing a lot of influx of people up north coming
Right.
down to the
Right.
waterfront and stuff, and just giving them a place to like, hey, let's go to Old Town.
Right.
Let's check out the arts
Yeah.
district
Right.
and stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Even coming off the highway, if people heading to the waterfront, they'll kind of it's an indicator that there's something really happening here.
Yeah.
sure.
It'll draw people up Main Street, the historic core, to come experience the heart of Vancouver. Yeah.
How long
love
have you been working on this? And before you answer, everybody think about the tanginess of this cider with those juicy,
so
just
good.
like ribs together.
so
That's so
good.
awesome. Sorry.
You're good, mate.
Anyway,
You're good.
Did we talk about the sauce for the ribs?
No, I was gonna
It's
say the strawberry. How you guys didn't
Yeah.
ever touch
It's
base on that.
strawberry
What-
jalapeno.
Why aren't you tasting
Jalapeno.
this?
It is the perfect
I-
balance,
dude,
like
it's-
everything here.
Great. Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not Satan.
But
I never knew
you
strawberry
were
and
close.
jalapeno could go together until I just experienced it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
that's interesting. So if those are their base ribs, and then they have seasonal
sauce.
sauces.
Yeah.
I'm now intrigued to see what they'll do
Next
in the
one,
autumn. Right?
right? It's you were wondering, like they're gonna go with the cranberry sauce.
Yeah.
Or you never
Yeah,
know,
exactly.
man. Like that's just fun. Keep checking back though. Like that's the thing about the specials. There is, just keep it fresh, man.
Yeah.
You're never bored with the menu.
Never.
bored with the menu.
I'm gonna
Everything.
break this up and have a
working
little
at Brood, as
cornbread.
much as I love working at Brood, and it's a great spot. Our menus stayed the same for so long. Okay, that's just honesty. It's all great stuff.
Yeah.
It is
By the
great
way,
stuff.
but fresh is nice.
Yeah.
You guys update your salads and your sides with
You
great
guys
frequency.
definitely do. You update your
that's
salads
nice.
and your sides, and I've seen a lot of sandwiches show up because people have recommended them, and like, you guys like listen to your customers. You're friends with your customers. Everyone
Yeah.
says that Brood is the best place in town because you walk
Alright.
in there and,
This is the
and everyone
vegetarian
knows
one?
your name.
Okay,
Yes,
I'm gonna have to
everyone
get out
does know
this a
your
little bit. This is.
All right.
This
I'm
is-
pretty sure.
Let's just try with the sauce real quick. You
Well,
know,
I want you to have access.
What
to
are
these
we
things.
eating? What are we eating right now?
I'm doing the vegetarian chili here. I cracked. This all looks. I can't.
This
I
is
can't. Come on.
Louis lentils, but I mean honestly, this is
Look at
not going to
this.
hurt you.
It's a little
Look at
healthy
this.
option.
This is healthy.
Yeah.
Come on, guys.
Healthy is, yeah.
You with me all right?
Support you 100%.
What do,
Yeah.
what do we drink? A
You
Lua
got, like-
Lager?
This is the Lewitt Lager.
Lewitt Lager.
All right, so this is a local favorite. This is the best take on the worst version of classic beers, in my opinion.
The Lucky
The
Lager.
American lager, whether that's Rainier, Hams. People are gonna fucking hate me for saying that kind of stuff because everybody has their preferred one. But every better take on PBR falls into this category for me.
Piss wine.
And these guys, indeed,
Yeah.
piss water. But these
But on a
guys
hot-
do a hell of a job for it.
But
And
on a hot day, you're out by the river. Again, you taking that or you taking that with you?
remember my pool analogy
Yeah,
from earlier?
you're taking
no, I'm
that
taking
with you.
that. I'm
Exactly. Every
definitely
time.
taking that.
Lewitt's located on Columbia and
Six?
Sixth. A little bit down from Sixth.
Yeah, so
Fifth.
Fifth in Columbia.
And they had a special today I saw posted on their site, the chili dog. And this chili dog,
Oh yeah, they're doing hot dogs right now.
dude,
and
that
it's-
chili dog they posted
We're going to be
today,
going there soon,
man.
folks. So here we
is
go.
phenomenal.
Let's
Yeah,
try
what
this,
you
yeah.
think, Dave?
I'm gonna take it all because I double dipped on it. I'm sorry about that, boys, but you guys got all
You
this
got
other
it.
food.
You got to make. So what do we?
We do have a lot of other food. Go
I'll
ahead,
read
Sheldon.
for
You
you.
give us the honest review.
So you got tomato, onions, peppers, yam, and kale.
Looks hearty.
in that thing. It
Very
does.
hearty. I don't feel like I'm a big meat eater. Love meat, but not doing it right now. I don't feel like I'm lacking any of the savoriness from this dish right here. This chili right here is savory. I love it. This is great. I think it's actually the first time I've had their vegetarian chili. I love this, man. It looks like they did some quick picks on top too, and I love.
it does
quick
not
picks,
look like a
man.
vegetarian chili. It looks
No,
like hearty.
this is hearty right there. Like that is.
Wow.
That's how I like my chili right there
And
too.
colorful.
Oof, yes.
It's
And the
colorful.
yams.
Are they like parboiled? Do they have a little?
I can
punch to
smell
them,
it. It
or-
smells
No,
amazing.
no,
Yeah, I
no.
think so,
They're
too.
a
Yeah.
little tiny bit, but they're not mushy by any means. But they're
Okay.
not, crunchy. So
That's awesome.
That looks really good.
It's phenomenal. I'm sorry that I double dipped. You guys don't get to try.
No,
it.
it's totally fine. We're sitting there teasing you about spare ribs. It is nice that the local chili place does have a vegetarian option. It's not that hard, and apparently it's still delicious.
Yeah.
It's phenomenal.
I'm
It's
not
got
even
a
looking
nice
at it
little-
suspiciously.
Nice little
That
kick
looks-
to the end of it too. I'm not a
really
big
good.
hot sauce guy, so this may have.
Is that
messed me
habanero
up.
or was
I
that?
didn't put any in it.
I know you did.
I
I know
believe
you
that's
did. No, I
habanero.
did.
I love habanero sauce.
Definitely taste
Yeah.
it.
Habanero is the sauce.
Skyline chili.
Give me your thoughts on the lager, Jeremiah. You talked about
I
it.
like the
and
lager a lot.
I
This
think
is
it's amazing.
this is just an easy thing to
A
drink
little
all
sweat
day.
from that
Yeah.
chili.
Yeah.
That chili got a little kick to it. Tell you that much.
This is a football drinking.
This is a breakfast
Tailgater.
beer. You know, and not to say that
Yeah,
every
tailgating
breakfast should
beer.
have a beer.
Yeah, perfect.
This is an early morning tailgate.
yeah.
Early morning.
If your truck is your sofa, for instance,
Right.
and it's sometime in mid-October and you're watching a football game, it's not my fault the time zone makes it so those motherfuckers come on at 10 a.m. You know? The
not
Saints are
wrong.
playing. But anyway, this is a what we would call a lawnmower beer.
Yep. Yep. This is a sitting out in the yard summertime.
Bunch of cans of this.
To it
Beer.
right there. So no, that chili got a
Oh.
nice kick
And
to
you
it, man.
you
I'll tell
could find
what.
this lager at grocery stores. You could find it
Yeah,
everywhere.
Lewitt
Yeah.
is one of our most successful and longest lived downtown breweries. It is from where we're sitting, roughly 3 blocks away, and I think they've managed with them and Old Ivy. Those could be like the oldest downtown breweries that are still in existence. So I think they just went into their 9th year.
That's awesome.
I love this
And-
can too because it's
Yeah.
totally going for that
And-
lawnmower
yeah.
make. Like I said, and then they got the L from the Lucky Lager
From
from,
the
back in the day.
That's
so
really cool.
it's an homage to be sure.
Yeah.
Those guys are really cool over
Yeah,
there.
and we have our actually to announce it. We have one of our next podcasts is going to be over at Lewitt.
Little
So we'll
sneak
get
peek
to
for y'all there.
I love how
September.
they
It's
reference
going to be in
September.
September.
Month of
September.
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 There we
I
go.
believe our next one's actually Thirsty. I shouldn't be giving you guys so much
Yeah, we
information.
give
We have
you
this
a lot
lined up.
of
That's all the
Thirsty,
sneak peeks
yeah.
for now. Okay.
Anyway, let's
Shall we-
go into a chili or
Let's
a
go on the meaty.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm going to let y'all start with this because I'm not a
Okay.
big egg fan.
He is not egg fan at all. I'll tell you this much.
So
He hates
y'all get
egg.
in on the egg. I'll scoop
this
underneath
is the-
it if you make me a.
This is
Yeah.
the chili with egg.
That's
So-
and then that's the.
You get into it. I'll describe
that would be the
it.
chili
That's the-
Carlos.
This would be the chili Carlos.
Uh-huh.
This is oh my god. This
This
is
is a
got
favorite of
ham
my
hock,
wife,
pork
the chili
shoulder, chorizo verde, and then onions, peppers, and hominy.
Oh my
Hominy?
goodness.
I don't know. Count them yourself.
It has these big chunks of pork in it. The hominy works so well with it. This is definitely one of my favorite chilies from this place.
It's delicious.
Yeah.
It's also very
Kinda like
hearty.
grilled cheese.
Very hearty. Yeah.
Staring at me.
And we have we have an egg on top that we're kind of working around right now. But when you crack that egg in there and mix it all up, it turns.
See, now that's Jeremiah wants to get at it, so he was hoping you guys would get around the egg there.
Well, I'm gonna remove the egg for Jeremiah's sake.
No. I want you to have it with it. Does it make sense if I scoop out from the bottom before you break the egg yolk?
That makes perfect sense to
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Let's do
You can
that.
do that.
That
Let's
makes perfect
pass
sense
it down
to
to
me.
Jeremiah.
the meantime,
Something you
like-
should know about Jeremiah, I think we mentioned last podcast, he hates eggs.
I don't like eggs.
There
Why
is
is that? You just don't-
nothing about
I don't
eggs
like
he
the
likes.
taste. I don't like the texture. I don't like the smell whatsoever.
Just the idea.
Anything
No,
about
I worked in a kitchen for a while in college. I was
You
a
scoop it
cook,
underneath it right
and-
now.
And I don't.
I'll
I
give
don't
you
dig
this,
the
Jeremiah.
eggs, man.
Eggs are a weird idea. Like
kind
the
of are.
idea of an egg is just weird.
It's yes. There's ways to describe
not
that. I'm
going
not
to
even going
that.
to go into that. I'm going to taste this
That's a
instead.
rabbit hole.
Yeah, let's not do that.
like most things. I just don't think about it and just
Oh, that's
slide it down
fantastic.
the gullet.
Right.
You can taste the cumin almost immediately.
It's delicious.
Oh yeah,
That is awesome.
yeah, it's great. It's one of my favorite.
That is
You have.
really good.
Let me see if I can.
And the hominy.
These big hunks.
Look at
of
those.
Just
Would you
pork
say it's in,
shoulder.
would you say that
pork
it's in
shoulder
hominy?
and like it's
Ah.
just so good.
It is.
In hominy?
It's in perfect harmony.
Incredible chili. Props.
Oh, well done.
Props to Slow Fox, man.
props to Slow Fox.
Everything they do is good.
There is a more basic ground beef chili that's available, as well as some bonus chili that, much like their specials, rotate depending on when you're here. And the cool thing, even though I don't appreciate it, but that fried egg on top is one of the many different options you can have for toppings on your chili. So fresh
So good.
jalapeno, citrus slaw, pickled jalapeno, garlic aioli, pickled red onions. I mean, all those things you can pick and choose from when you
It's-
curate
the
your
sky
own
is the
chili.
limit.
It's good.
That's so good.
That's
I'll
good
pass that
stuff.
down. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to. We
Shame about
cornbread
the
coming up,
egg.
too.
I know. I'm excited for the cornbread.
So, let's talk a little bit about to you, Michael, since you just took a bite. What are you excited about for the future of downtown Vancouver, this area, and like what people are wanting? What's exciting to you? What's happening?
That's a great question.
Yeah.
I think for the longest time in downtown Vancouver, it always kind of back to it as a really strong employment center. But at night, people would leave. I'm really excited about the increasing residential population in downtown. There's a lot of development happening, a lot of housing coming online. So I'm really excited in relation to that is just residents being able to support small businesses like Slow Fox Chili. With COVID, I really realized how much the employment centers affect that traffic. A lot of businesses rely heavily on lunchtime. But it's exciting to see as the residential comes online, more of that full day connectivity between the residents and the restaurants, just providing that the economic base to really keep a strong, diverse mix of businesses in downtown.
Yeah.
So you're talking about like helping to build this area as an economic center.
Exactly.
So we know about like a lot of your beautification projects and
Right.
the nice things that really improve our lives. But
Right.
what kind of more in-depth behind the scenes things are y'all doing?
That's a great question. We focus heavily on economic vitality, business recruitment activities. Recently recruited a new business, Dandelion Tea House and Apothecary, through our Launchpad program.
Big fan.
We're also working to do business support. So one of our recent programs funded through Community Development Block Grant dollars is our Jumpstart program. So that's an e-commerce program providing businesses tailored services to meet their needs with anything online. So website assistance, social media assistance.
So if I've got some new business and I qualify for this,
Right.
like, a lot of my social media, my marketing, that kind of
Exactly.
stuff, you guys would come in and,
Exactly.
and really facilitate somebody
Right.
to do that?
Exactly.
That's
Working with
nice.
local agencies in
That's
downtown.
huge.
It's huge.
Okay.
Even things like content photography, videography, anything needed to support a business with their online platform.
I love it.
And that's so important. You know, a lot of small businesses are just trying to get by.
Yeah.
Marketing is kind of something that is expensive to implement, but we've been lucky enough to secure some funding to help support that activity.
That's
You got the Shadow Shinobi from Lewitt absolute standby. They've been doing it for a long time. Gosh, what was it called before Shadow Shinobi?
It was the Shadow Ninja, but they got sued by somebody.
It was. I don't think they got sued, but they found out that another beer in the Midwest had the Shadow
some lawyer sent them,
Ninja.
I think. Anyway,
It's a good idea.
It's a good idea.
Yes. So they had to change it up. Shadow Shinobi,
Straight up Northwest IPA.
and they've had it for as long as I've been able to drink.
You can
it.
find
The
this.
dawn of time.
You can find this.
dawn of
Dawn of time.
You can find this over at Lewitt's Brew Pub.
Nice.
You can find it in cans pretty much anywhere you're shopping for beer around here. I've seen it as far out as Seattle and on the Oregon coast.
Oh, wow.
These guys are doing pretty well, and this is their flagship.
Flagship. Nice.
And if
A
you
lot
guys
of
haven't
women in
had
March
this,
carry this.
where have you been? Because it's everywhere.
Under
And-
rocks.
Do you even drink beer?
Yeah. Do you even drink beer? It's one
Name
of
every beer.
It's one of the
a good
most
closer,
popular
though.
IPAs in the area. Shadow Shinobi.
Balanced, a little
good.
bit malty on the end.
It is. It does have that, and I appreciate a malty.
Definitely
like
the
that
maltiness.
Yeah.
because I like reds, and so this
Yeah.
right here has got that.
There's no
Malty
when I
back
walk
into
into Lewitt, there's no question it's going to be a Shadow Shinobi.
Is
to
it?
start
Yeah.
with.
I will try
Like,
something
that's-
else if it's something new. You know, I'm a
There's
little
so
bit
many-
intrigued about
so
this
many
IPA,
options.
but the Shadow Shinobi
I
is
have
usually a
that
fallback.
taste in my brain when I walk in there, and I'm like, I just need that,
That's
and
what
then
you
I'll cruise the menu
Yeah,
and
yeah,
see
why
how
not?
long we're staying. And
Check it
stuff,
out.
but
See what's up.
Lewitt also has a great outdoor space too, and like great food. Like
Yeah.
I love Lewitt a lot.
It's right next to Smoking Oak too.
Yeah,
it's just-
Smoking Oak's
Oh, it's
another
a great
amazing
area there.
Whole
establishment.
worlds collide right there.
You could spend
Michael,
all
we're
night.
running out of
on
time.
that
We've been
block.
having a really good time talking to you and learning more about
Definitely.
your role with the Vancouver Downtown Association. For any questions people might have that we have not addressed today,
Yeah.
where do they go to find out more and ask more specific
Yeah,
information?
that's a great question. VDAUSA.org,
Mm-hmm.
or you can reach me directly at director@VDAUSA.org. Be happy to field any questions or any ideas pertaining to downtown. We're really open and flexible to meet the needs of our community in any which way we possibly can.
Yeah, you're right.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. I love it.
Cheers, Vancouver.
Cheers.
Thanks a lot.
Thanks for tuning in.
I think we'll
We have to do the
Clark,
close it with the
before-
Underberg.
one more thing before we go.
Yeah.
What do you and we always do one question at the end. What do you love most about what Vancouver is turning into? What are you most excited about and stuff? Because we're here with Michael from the VDA. Like, obviously, there's a lot of stuff that's happening.
I am most excited, I'll be honest, I am most excited about the organic growth of this community.
Yep.
Despite all the influx of people and obviously investment and stuff like that from outside.
Right.
Sure.
I am really excited that while other areas that are very geographically close by have struggled to maintain what downtown Vancouver has managed. And that excites me greatly because that speaks to the vitality of the community and not just the good business plans of the people that are investing in it. Right? And that to me is, that's very important for a place that I want to live.
Born and raised here in Vancouver my whole life, and just to see it become not such a cookie cutter of a small town, I guess, is in very latent terms. It's not great. I'm sorry, but like you said, just doing little things, putting the murals up, the plants, all this, making it a little bit more beautiful, making it more unique to its own degree, it makes me very proud. This is like this is my team. This is my home team. You know what I mean? I've played varsity here my whole life, sort of thing, and I love to see it become proud of itself, you know what I mean, and to grow on its own, and to really not just be another cookie cutter small town
That's
that you're going
really
to.
well put, man.
That's very well
good.
put.
I mean,
Very well.
Yeah.
that's what it is. That's what it
For
is.
me, is
Awesome.
the community-centric culture kind of, it almost underscores exactly what you both said, is the way that Vancouver has really sustained its community networks. And downtown in Vancouver, I've been so incredibly impressed with how community-oriented it is, and how it really does feel like a small town in many ways. People really care for one another and really work to support one another.
I love that.
That's joyful for me.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being like one of the people that kind of builds those bridges between
for sure.
He's so
businesses
hands-on.
and different people like entrepreneurs and stuff, and you guys, the VDA, kind of coming alongside those people and making stuff happen. Not only beautifying Vancouver, but helping people start up and
Right.
helping things happen and stuff. And I really appreciate that. Before I do mine, is it Vancouverans, Vancouverites, or what is it? Because that's always been
Vancouverians.
Vancouverans.
No, I'm totally making that up.
That
I
would
have no
be
idea.
I kinda like
actually
that, though.
really amazing.
Vancouverians?
Jeremiah, I think you
I don't know
just
if I can say that. Can we choose something else?
Vancouverites.
I think a Vancouverites
I
is
do
probably the
Vancouverites.
technical term.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are the Vancouverites.
yeah.
But I'm a Vancouverian.
Oh no, dude! You're like a vampire at this point. Dude.
No.
I'll do mine now. I love
oh.
that Vancouver does not stop marching forward.
Right.
It is a comfortable. It's a sleepy town. It's a town that like people are walk slow across the street. People stroll
Right.
down the street. People do First Friday. You just see people strolling the market. Like everything is good. Even strolling into pubs and stuff like Tap Union. All these places. Slow Fox. Tap Union, Lewitt. All these places that have like basically started from nothing. Like, although it's a sleepy town, is such an entrepreneurial like spirit here.
It's
Like,
pretty
there's
alive for
so
being
much
sleepy.
drive, and there's so many people that are
Yeah.
like, hey,
Pioneers.
I wanted, pioneers.
Yeah.
It's very pioneer
Improvise.
culture, and I
Adapt.
love that. So
Overcome.
here's to Vancouver.
Here's the
and
Vancouver. Unpause it.
Thank you
Cheers.
for
Thanks
being
for
a part
tuning
of
in.
No,
this
it's my
podcast.
pleasure.
Salud.
Thank you for being a part of this.
It's been really
Come
really
by.
rad. So
Thank you for
cheers,
listening.
cheers Vancouver.
Cheers.
4.